welcome, my awesome people. You are listening to Leon Tepo Mashalani, a South African forex trader who has dedicated himself to providing free mentorship for everyone. Yes, you heard it right. If you do follow me on TikTok, you probably waited a very long time for this. I do apologize for taking so much time. It's just that it was so much work putting together this entire mentorship. So if you are new to the world of trading, this is the perfect platform for you. And if you're somebody who's been in the industry but has not yet found that one source, I got the source for you. And take advantage, as I said, take advantage of this mentorship as much as you can. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Help me grow the trading community of the dreams, basically. Yeah, so be sure to subscribe, like the video, share this with everyone who wants mentorship. Let's no longer pay for these mentorship, okay? I'm just here offering this for free because I wish somebody was there doing the same thing for me when I started trading 8 years back, you know what I mean? And I feel like there's the little bit I can do in the corrupt industry that we find ourselves in. So without wasting any more time, this is not financial advice of any kind. Every single video posted on the IGO Trading channel is for educational purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice by anybody or any institution. Now, today's lesson is going to be very short. It's going to be very straight to the point. It's just an introduction and an expectation of what you guys can, anticipate in the near future. And like I said on TikTok, we're also going to be doing free live sessions. I believe I'm gonna try to do them weekly or every 2 weeks, whereby we're gonna be discussing and you guys will be asking me questions on whatever, telling me about your trading journey, and all of that will be documented and put on our TikTok, on YouTube. So be sure, if you don't follow me on TikTok, be sure you follow me on TikTok. Let's grow this trading community and drive out the scammers. Okay, without wasting any more time, welcome to the world of trading. Right? So this industry has become one giant bag of potatoes, if I may. It has become very interesting, and there's so much information that is floating out there. You don't know what to take, what to ignore. There's just so much noise. And this lesson, this entire mentorship is basically, put together to help you filter out all the nonsense and filter out all of the noise. Okay, so just relax. Okay, today's video is going to be short. It's an introduction to what you can expect in the future. So, like I said, you don't have to be new. Even experienced traders, there's something that you can learn here. And I'm also considering myself a student, because it doesn't matter if I've been in the industry for 8 years, there's always something new to learn in the world of trading. So be sure that you keep an open mind and just filter out all the nonsense. Okay, we are removing the stigma that comes with forex. Okay, we are kind of, what's the term they love to use, we're sanitizing the industry. that's the one. We basically sanitizing the industry, and no more paid mentorships. To hell with that. It's time we actually make a difference in our communities. If you're a mentor and you're listening to this, stop what you're doing. You know what you're doing. So guys, I'm sorry for wasting your time. Let's get to the lesson. So welcome to the world of trading. This is going to be the first introduction and the most important part of the mentorship itself. So this is basically going to be a breakdown of what forex can be. I'm going to try to put this in simple terms. I'm going to try to make it as simple as I can. If you have any questions, just write them down and just wait for that live session. So once we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to be starting with the free live sessions. once we hit that 100 subscribership mark. Okay, so what is forex trading? What is the forex market basically, right? So the forex market or currency market is an exchange market which determines the relative value of one currency over the other. Okay, and in doing so, it enables the conversion of currencies to facilitate international trade. Right, so what this basically means is that we compare value in different currencies, and in doing so we are able to look at which currency is valuable more than the other, and then we buy the one that is more valuable and then sell the one that is less valuable. Right, in doing so, this then now opens a door to facilitate international trade. What do we mean by international trade? We basically mean, for an instance, if you order your iPhone from the US, right, after ordering your iPhone from the US, you have to pay it in dollars, right? But when you make the transaction online, right, it's still in rands. So once you pay and the payment goes through, it then now goes through your reserve, it gets converted into USDs, right? Because you have to pay them in their currency. You have to pay the US with their US dollars, right? That's what we mean by facilitating international trade, right? So question then now becomes, what does this even mean? What does FX mean? What does forex mean? What's the currency market? What's the money market? Right? These are all terms that mean one thing. Okay? They all mean one thing. For an example, there's the vegetable market, right? It has a particular term, but I forgot it. But there is a vegetable market whereby you find vegetables, right? So it's the same thing with forex. The foreign exchange market is a money market. That's where money is traded. Okay, so hence this, right, we already dealt with what is traded in the forex market, right? Money is traded in the FX market, but it's not just money, it's money in the form of currencies, right? But not just any currencies, paired currencies, right? Remember what we said, that we have to, exchange one currency for the other. To do so, they have to be paired. Okay, if you want, for an example, you do an overlook of the market, you do your economic analysis, and then you conclude that the South African rands will be stronger than the USD in 10 years time. So now you start looking into buying the South African rands and selling the USD. Okay, so this is the overall picture of what I can describe as the trading part of the so-called forex market. Okay, so question then now becomes, why must they be paired together? Why can't one currency just be traded? You know what I mean? So remember what I said, it enables the conversion of currencies to facilitate international trade, right? Conversion means change. In this case, price change between currencies, right? Remember what I said, you have to compare. You have to compare so that you find value. Okay, now let me put you let me give you a little task right now. Comparison creates a room to assess worth. Right here in front of you, you have gold coins and gold bars. Right, if I'm to task you with a question right now as to, between these two, which one would you prefer to receive, gold coins or gold bars? Right, so I believe that it's quite obvious. Anyone who's anyone will go for the gold bars because they're bigger and they carry more value than just coins. Right, now you just did what I would call a practical process of day-to-day trading. You first compare two currencies. You weigh the pros and cons of each currency based on economic activity, economic development as well. And then the one that yields more growth, that's the one that you go for. Hence I said this is just an example of analysis, of analyzing the market. Okay, you look at the value, which one holds more value, then you buy that one, you sell the other. Okay, it's quite simple, it's straight to the point. Now, in forex trading, we assess the worth between two currencies. So in front of you right now, on your left you have your USD, on your right side of the screen you have your South African rand. So I'm just going to do a quick comparison of what you might consider analyzing as. Okay, so let's just take into consideration that you are looking at the USD versus the South African rands pair, and you conclude that, you know what, in the next coming days the USD is going to gain more value and the South African rands is going to lose value. So what you would normally do in this instance is that you will want to then buy the USD and sell the South African rands. Okay, now here's the thing, we look at it while it's still cheap, right? Remember what we do, we forecast the future, right? We didn't have the information before that the USD is going to gain value, right? It was still there, it was still on bottom line, right? So what you normally do is you analyze while it's still early as to will it gain value or not, and when it does gain value, you buy the USD and then you sell the currency that is paired it with, right? There's gonna be a quick lesson on what's what, why the USD is on the right, why the ZAR is on the why is the USD on the left, why the ZAR is on the right. Okay, pardon me. So, and if then now you had analyzed that the South African rands will gain value over the USD, what do? You then now sell the USD to buy the South African rands. Okay, this can be done in 3 different forms. Okay, we're going to talk about them just now. Okay, so this is basically what you do when you trade. You compare value between two currencies and then you buy the one that you anticipate will gain value and sell the one that you assume will lose value in the near future, right? Now on your left hand side, pardon me, somebody made a mistake, but you get it. So on your left hand side you have normally the base currency, and on the right hand side of your screen you have what we call a quote currency, right? In this case we simply mean how many of the quote currencies can you buy with the price of one base currency, right? In other words, with $1 US, how many South African rands can you buy, right? Remember, it was USD this side, it was South African rands this side, was ZAR this side, right? What does that mean? It means how many South African rands can you buy with $1 US. Okay, that's the mystery behind the pairing of currencies. Okay, how many of the quotes can you buy with the price of one base? Okay, moving on. Now, the 3 forms of analysis. These are the 3 forms of analyzing that traders use throughout the industry to predict whether market is going to move up or predict whether market is going to move down. Okay, now we have technical analysis, which is the most used trading style. And then we have fundamental analysis, the second most used, and then the sentiment analysis, which is the least used. Right? They each play a role in helping you analyze the market. Okay, we're going to talk more about them in the next lesson. They each have a very important role that they will play in your journey. So technical analysis is basically everything that you are seeing on Instagram. Fancy charts, trend lines, whatever strategy somebody may have. But basically technical analysis focuses more on the charting of everything. So I describe technical analysis as, please write this down, I describe it as using past, present, chart information to predict the future outcome of a currency or an asset class. Let me repeat that. Technical analysis is the use of past and present charting information to predict the future direction of the market. Right? Now, fundamental analysis in Forex, right? Fundamental analysis in Forex trading, it differs throughout each market, right? Because we have the equities market, we have the crypto market. So each market has its own form of fundamental analysis, which is something that we'll get on. We'll talk more about at a later stage. But fundamental analysis is basically getting your hands dirty. This is where you are doing extensive research. This is where you are looking at economic activities, right? This is where you are looking at the stability of politics. This is where you are looking at, how things are in the overall macro analysis of the economy itself, right? Looking at employment rates, job opportunities, how many businesses are in South Africa that are producing jobs. There's just a lot happening with fundamental analysis, which is why a lot of people run away from it, but it's one of the most potent forms of analysis that you can use. Okay, so, and then we have sentiment analysis. With sentiment analysis, it's quite simple. This is the form of analysis whereby you are looking at the bigger guys, what you are now tracking and following what the giants of the game are doing. For an example, there are individuals and institutions that are regarded as market makers, right? You are looking at those guys, that what are they doing? The bigger traders, banks, you are following their movement. Are they selling? Are they buying? You know what I mean? So there's so much information out there that will help you to actually know what the market makers may be thinking of doing. Okay, and one of those tools that I use is called the COT data, Commitment of Traders Report, basically, right? That's where all trades on each currency are documented per week. They will show you that, okay, this week, the market makers bought a certain amount of contracts on Euro or USD or GBP or whatever, right? There's information that will help you to navigate your way around each form of analysis. Okay? Now, question now becomes, which one is which, right? Like I said previously, that they are literally the pillars that will make your trading journey much easier, right? Your trading journey, look at this. Think of your trading journey as this entire line right there, and these are the pillars. Okay, move one, there's an instability. You move the one in the middle, your journey in the middle is weak. It's strong on the side, but it's weak. If you put weight on it, it's gonna collapse. Know what I mean? So you need all three to form a valuable and viable trading strategy. And these are the strategies that I'm going to be teaching on this YouTube channel. These are the strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And do remember, they're free. You won't have to pay a cent. You won't ever need to pay me a cent in anything. Okay, so if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, because it's going to give me more energy to make more lessons. Okay, so please be sure to leave a comment. Just let me know, like, what was your take on the first, because it's the first video. Don't be too harsh, guys. You guys can be harsh. You guys can be harsh, but just let me know what you guys think about the lesson. Where do I need to improve? What would you like, are the animations too much? What would you like me to do to make all my lessons to be comprehensible? You know what I mean? So be sure to leave a comment. Just let me know what you think. Be as honest as you can, until we meet again. Hence I said that the lesson is going to be very short. It's an introduction. It's straight to the point. So thank you so much for your time. The next lesson will be on the forex market participants, or aka the famous market maker. So in the next lesson, we're going to be talking about the market maker and who the market maker is and how they actually operate and manipulate the forex trading industry. Okay, so that's the next lesson. So be sure that you share this video with whoever, share it with your friends, share it with your family. It's absolutely free. Give it to that mentor of yours. You know what I mean? So be sure to be on the lookout for the next lesson. Be sure that you have turned on the notification bell, so that every single time I upload a new lesson, you get notified by YouTube that I've uploaded a new video. Without wasting any more of your time, thank you guys so much. You have been awesome. Peace.